Okay, so I'm sitting out here while my daughter is practicing her lacrosse, and then I have to leave for something else. So I just want to talk about me being in my mind my business era. Um, I was at something else last night, and I was listening to these women who are perfectly nice people, but we were um, concerned about another person who's pregnant with twins. And I know what it's like to be pregnant with twins. Long story short, everyone's talking about all the things they're going to do and how they're going to intervene to get her to um, take it down a notch. She's going to have to go on bed rest or whatever because she's doing too much, blah, blah, blah. And I'm the only one who actually said something. I said, look, she has my number. And I tried reaching out to her to see if she needed me to pick up her daughter for something, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, I said, it's none of my business. She has a whole husband at home. And it seemed like it was such a novel idea for people to kind of like mind their own business. I'm like, she has a whole husband. Only one lady really caught it at first. She looked at me, she was like, and I said, why would I care more about somebody and their business than them themselves? Meaning, it's none of my business. It's none of my business. If she wants to run herself ragged while she's pregnant with twins and she's getting up there, I was like, at the end of the day, it's none of my business. You can make suggestions, but people do what they want to do. My mother always told me that people do what they want to do. So if they want to do all these extra things, they're going to do it. So my thing is that I was like, she clearly doesn't want to stop. I'm like, but at the end of the day, she has a whole husband. So why am I going to sit there saying like, we're going to, I'm going to go in and I'm going to tell her this, that, and the other. Like people were literally trying to like get caught up. Like they were going to set up like shifts to like make sure she's like, I'm not doing that to a grown woman. What are you talking about? Like this was getting out of control. So I'm more like, look, I need for people, I said, honestly, it's about minding my business. I'm like, I'm just going to mind my business. And I'm like, who am I to sit there and impose my thoughts and will on someone else? And it just seemed like such a novel idea to people. I'm like, people need to stay out of it. And only one parent really got it. And then I think others got quiet for a second. I was like, no. I said, she's grown. I said, we got to stay out of people's business. And where I'm going with this is the mind my business era. Now, don't get me wrong. If I think that you're going to put yourself in harm's way, but even, well, I mean, when I'm talking about extreme harm's way, but at the end of the day, I don't believe in getting in people's marital business. I'm like, at the end of the day, if she needs to stop doing extra, that's for her and her husband and her doctor to decide. And yes, she's constantly putting herself in a situation, but ultimately, I am not going to sit there and police a grown woman on what she should and shouldn't be doing. And I don't know why people feel like they got to go in and save people. I'm like, I just think it's out of pocket. Anyway, with my mind my business era, or I'm in my mind my business era, I just feel like we need to be mindful that if you have friends or acquaintances who are married and stuff like that, stay out of people's business, stay out of people's marital business. And it's literally like dumb. I mean, like it's over, like her overdoing it too much while being pregnant with twins. I'm like, you're not her doctor. And is she overdoing it? Yes. But at the end of the day, it's not my job to go in there and wag the finger at someone and tell them to stop. I feel like everyone else who's trying to get involved because they care so much, I'm like, you know what you can do? The best thing you can do is get out the way. Get out the way. You got to let people have their process. You got to let people have their paint, whatever it is. But I'm like, why do you think it is your job to like, I'm just going to go over there and maybe I'll set up work here or maybe I'll do that there. And maybe I'm like, no. People are like, well, I'm just going to bring food over. I'm like, stop. She has a husband. She has a husband. I'm like, it's getting to the point where now that I think that boundaries are on the verge, if not already, of being crossed. What you do is you step back and you let people be who they are and run their house the way they want. That's it. I just don't know why people think it's their job to get in somebody else's business. Anyway, I don't know. I just feel like for all of you out there, mind your business. Just mind your freaking business. Stay out of people's business over things that I'm like, is that why you're losing sleep over? Stop. Anyway, that's my TED talk for today.